why I turned down $500,000, pissed off my investors, and shut down my startup. I did what no startup founder is ever supposed to do. I gave up. This article is in part Tim Romero's explanation to the various stakeholders, in part self-therapy, in part a call to other founders and investors to let him know what they would have done in his situation. I began work on the Contract Beast, an SaaS-based contract lifecycle management offering, CLM, last October. In brief, CLM covers the authoring, negotiation, execution, and storage of both physical and digital contracts with strict access control. It is a big market begging for disruption. So we would focus on the mid-market first and then work our way up to the enterprise. Building the beast. Our target users responded positively to the mock-ups. I was on the right track. And then we started private beta early March, and things looked solid. But something was wrong. Our users were only using Contract Beast to create a small percentage of their total new contracts. I tried to talk to the beta users directly. They told me they loved the product and that they planned to use it extensively, but weren't really using it much, and I had no idea why. Saving the beast. There were two solutions. Either change the go-to-market strategy or change the product. Changing the go-to-market to a top-down was an obvious fix. Unfortunately, top-down sales is much more expensive than content marketing and SEO. We reviewed all of the feature requests we received from our users. Some of them were excellent, but none addressed the problem. With no clear path forward, I decided to pull the plug. Killing the beast. The team and some of the investors insisted that the smart move was to take the funding and pivot our way into solving these problems before the money ran out. Perhaps we should have figured it out before we ran out of funds. But weeks of brainstorming had not produced a single plausible approach. I'm not particularly risk adverse, but I pay attention to risk and reward. I was deciding whether this venture was worth committing to another year of our 70-plus hour week. I need a higher level of certainty than investors do. Investors place bets in a portfolio of companies, but I only have one life. Eulogy of the beast. Over the past few weeks, the initial shock has worn off. While still a bit disappointed, everyone now agrees that shutting down was the right call. I also feel a bit better about my decision. I'm not sure if you've ever been in this kind of situation, but if you have, I'd love to hear how you would have handled it. If you want to know more about Tim Romero or about Japanese startups, check out the Disrupting Japanese podcast. Do you think it is better to pull the plug at times? Why or why not? Let us know in the comments below.